the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New. I gotta do it in foot, Mama. I gotta do it in foot, Mama. Because I was with you.
Oh my God.
I gotta do it
Oh, gotta turn it.
because I was with you. Because I was with you.
Papa is a bird watcher, so this is a really big moment. Today is January 3rd, 2023. It is 7:06 a.m. I didn't record anything earlier in the morning. I wanted to finish edit whatever I had recorded yesterday. So I finished and I have some time before I give the computer. I'm gonna share some very interesting tweets that I saw coming up this morning. So let's go on Twitter. This one literally just popped up and then I added to the list that I already had. I didn't listen to it, so it was perfect when I saw it because I was curious to hear. Not everything can be about you and your feelings and talking about your truth. Okay, who's that? Esther K says Prince Harry needs to move on and be an adult. Okay, let's listen. I'm listening to it
Done
first
any
time.
good. They have just spent the last 2 years whinging and complaining.
They have
a
not.
nice
They work
mansion
very
in
hard for
California.
charity.
They have a nice mansion in California. Why don't you stay there with your kids and your chicken coops and keep your mouth shut? Because we've heard everything we've heard.
Every day they keep on writing about them. And then just remember, this is Harry's memoir. And he has at least 38 years worth of things he could write about and still talk about, as long as it's his experience. So if this woman is saying for Harry to shut his mouth, what about all of those stuff that the royal family keep on leaking to the press? Why nobody's saying anything about that? But let's continue, listen.
One of the reasons, as we've seen from these small clips of these interviews, Prince Harry feels like he can't have that kind of life and get on with it, because there's, even though privately he says he's trying to reconcile with his family, every time he reaches out and does that privately, there are briefings that he has no control of.
That is true. Wow, that woman is making sense. Yes, he tried to do it privately. I forgot about this part. Yes, privately. Each time he does it privately. Even what is it? There was something they told him to write whatever he wanted, and then Harry said no, he's not gonna do it because it's gonna be leaked to the press. And then as soon as he did something and he wrote it down, next thing you know, they leaked it. So that he does not have control over. So this woman is right. I'm moving it back slightly.
There are briefings that he has no control of, that Buckingham Palace does.
He needs to step back, because now what he's doing...
What, and just be at the mercy of those briefings as he sees it?
He needs to be an adult and get on with it, because he has a family, he has a wife and kids who depend on him. Not everything can be about you and your feelings and talking about...
Well, feeling has a good portion of it. Feeling has a good portion of it because they are trying to destroy him. Okay? Feeling has a good part of it. Let me just say, your baggage is coming soon, and then everybody's gonna shut their mouth and watch you going carrying your baggage along.
Be about you and your feelings and talking about your truth. The public will never know the truth, because all we've heard is Harry and Meghan's narcissistic truth. There is
narcissistic truth? What are you talking about? Are you? Oh my God. Okay.
Side of the truth, which the royal family will never let us know, because they're not going to dignify this tantrum with a response, as they shouldn't. So we just need to move on.
But doesn't the royal family, you know, we have so many other people who keep on saying those leaks are coming through the royal family. Dan Wooten and some other, what do you call this? Some other, you know, royal rat. Okay, so that was it. Let's take it from the middle, and then I try not to say anything.
They have just spent the last 2 years whinging and...
Even though privately he says he's trying to reconcile with his family, every time he reaches out and does that privately, there are briefings that he has no control of, that Buckingham Palace does.
He needs to step back, because now what he's doing...
What, and just be at the mercy of those briefings as he sees it?
He needs to be an adult and get on with it, because he has a family, he has a wife and kids who depend on him. Not everything can be about you and your feelings and talking about your truth. The public will never know the truth, because all we've heard is Harry and Meghan's narcissistic truth. There is the other side of the truth, which the royal family will never let us know, because they're not going to dignify this tantrum with a response, as they shouldn't. So we just need to move on. And talking about...
You know what? What is it? Was that guy who wrote this nonsense about Meghan should be, you know, walking naked and be shamed on the street of England or whatever? I paraphrase it. Okay, so everybody's supposed to sit back and stay quiet. Okay, baggage for God. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, oh, evil Esther, you sound worse than what you've called Harry and Meghan, calling them spoiled brats. It's exactly what you are. You didn't even want to give Nina Masco. Okay, who's that? Nina Masco. Come on. Nina Masco. Broadcaster and writer, Night Iton Management. Okay, so I guess this is one of the person who was sitting here. Okay, a chance to say anything. Might want to learn to grow up and debate with dignity. Until then, keep silent. Alright, there's Archwell here, the things Archwell have done. Why is Esther screaming like a child, throwing insult and spouting lies? She needs to do some research before she speaks. So Harry and Meghan have done so much good with Archwell. This is 2 years and during a pandemic. Okay, I only heard what you just heard. I don't know anything that was said before and after. Okay, there's this. Esther contribute nothing to the discussion. All she did was insult and verbally abuse Harry and Meghan. She should write for the Fair or get a job with Talk TV. Oh wait, okay, does she does that? Okay, is this the same ITV who champion mental health? Jesus, William is an adulterer just like his father, and Harry is calling out the BS. Simple. William is a bully, and Charles and his mistress are shameful. Okay, can the lady in the black dress stop shouting over Nina? It's so unprofessional. It sounds a low standard for journalists, presenter, not being able to listen to a different opinion without screaming. Saying things louder doesn't make what you're saying right. Okay, so let's move on. There's more comment. Let's move on, because I don't have that much time. Next tweet. There's this. For too long, Prince Harry has been used as a scapegoat to deflect negative press from Andrew, William, Kate, Charles, and Camilla. I'm so proud of him for saying enough is enough, and silence is betrayal. Harry and Meghan are not the villains in this story. His family are. Yep, there come a point when silence is betrayal. My goodness, when you look at the comparison here from when his mom died to this, the pain he carried on, and these people continue as if nothing changed. Okay, I pray Harry will have the strength to cut ties. That so-called family has tried to humiliate he and Meghan one time too many after Harry and Meghan stepped back, and when he and later both of them went back to England for funeral. Enough. Yeah. Oh, that funeral part, my God. My God. Can you imagine this? My God. And then this video I just listened to for this woman to say for Harry to be quiet. Can you imagine that? And I'm surprised the sentiment Harry has where he's still trying to, I don't know, to have some sort of a reconciliation with his father. I think that's enough. Enough is enough. They could lie to protect others but would not tell the truth to protect us. Oprah, silence is betrayal. Okay, there's this here. You've brought great shame on this family, and yet the nonsense that this guy did. Okay, well said, so true. The best thing he could do is cut all ties with the toxic family he has in the UK, as they will never be there for him. That has already been proven. Yep, amen, so proud of him. Absolutely, well said. Okay, good. They will look after the heir and I will look after the spare. I have to. Others in the family seem to concentrate on William. I pour more love and attention into Harry as compensation for any unfair treatment. Princess Diana, my goodness, she has a foresight. She saw it. Okay, he has betrayed his family. Okay, Andrew belongs in jail. Beautifully said. Okay, let me go on this. There's to comment response to that. Let's see here. What did they say? Okay, his family betrayed him. Exactly. It's the other way around. Not Harry who's done anything wrong, but yet each time you think things is done, but they made meeting to talk to the press, and then next thing you know, they even got worse with their vile kind of headlines. Next tweet: if the royal family were decent and moral people, they wouldn't need to trade or plant stories to divert attention from one to another. Aside from Prince Andrew, what other stories are they trying to bury? I think there's much more to that, and there's a possibility, I don't know, maybe the wife knows about it. I don't know. William's infidelity, maybe there are children involved. I don't know. But you think the British taxpayers will want to know? Okay. Why isn't Prince Edward being given the Duke of Edinburgh title? Okay. You think the British public will want to know? Jodiva, that's her response to almost all of them. All right. Let's see this one. Receipt. What is that? Catherine Phillip. The Meghan is a bully story straight from KP, carefully timed. Every bad Meghan story ever leaked came from KP, making Kate cry, KP, etc., etc. Don't be naive here. You don't have to have a side to see what's been going on. Wow. That, when was that? 12/7, December 7, 2022. Who is Catherine Phillip? Okay, is she one of the royal rats over there? Why we read, quote, everyone in the press knew. What's meant is journalists kept it their private secret and refused to report on rottenness at heart of this part of decaying and decadent Lady Mon, etc. British state. Okay, Catherine Phillip. It's no secret. That's the thing I just read. It wasn't mine to report on. I only saw it secondhand, but it was pretty blatant, not hard to figure out. Okay, let's see here. It's no secret that certain courtiers briefed against Meghan and Harry, and it is no secret who they were representing. Everyone in the press knew, so I fully expect all that to be in their Netflix documentary. Okay, so that was 7/12/2022. All right. The Meghan is a bully story straight from KP, carefully timed. Okay, so it's same thing again. I read that already. Anne, who was married, had an affair with Camilla's husband, while Camilla was having an affair with Charles, Anne's brother. Oh my God, the nonsense. It's that kind of a family. Many sordid secret to cover up and lies about. So there's that. I'm guessing all the rumblings of debauchery are true. Prince of Pegging, Prince Andrew, Jimmy Savile, Lord Mountbatten, and the rest of them. Okay, the fact that Queen Elizabeth II paid the £12 million and shielded Andrew when she was alive is a big indication that the royal family has a lot of secret to cover up. In a few months, the gag order will be up, maybe a little bit more, about what Andrew did with sex traffickers, Jeffrey Epstein, on the island. Okay, adultery, illegitimate kids, money laundering. I'm sure there's more. Okay, I mean, there's a video that I have regarding, I think Rachel Maddow did about things that when people go to Russia, there's a hotel where they bug those places. So who knows? There's probably a lot of things similar to that that were done to the royal family. Okay, exactly. Why not just refute the affair rumor like they shut down the Kate uses Botox story? Why offer up Meghan as a sacrificial lamb if there was nothing to hide? I don't know. Straight-minded think this way, but these people, they always go the other way around. Alright, Willie's Wondering Willie. Willie's Wondering Willie. Next tweet. Alright. Now this is my tweet. I responded to that. Okay, this is V. I made sure I bookmarked mine because he endured so much without saying anything throughout his life. Once he has his little family he always wanted, the dragon came out of him. They didn't know he had that in him. The woman he chose is as much of a fighter as he is. Harry was lucky to ask Queen Elizabeth II before she left. Charles will have said no. Okay, the royal family messed up when they thought they could play with Diana's youngest son. Wow. And this is my response to that. There's 59 comments, but let's go into it. I have a video where I did a review of that, so I'm not gonna play. Okay, Prince Harry broke it down in such a crisp and concise manner. Okay, that's what I've been saying too. Mess around with Diana's heir and see what happens. Sit back and watch. Okay, yep, also he's more Spencer than his brother, so oh, baby, you go Harry. I bet right now Di's eating popcorn. Okay, they forgot he is a soldier. That's another thing too. Oh well. Okay, a family of leakers. Okay, the royal family's true motto is always complain, always explain. Okay, he's his mother's son through and through. Whatever's on the screen, that's it. The royal family certainly messed up, but in the last few years they could have corrected the error if they wanted to. Yep, I have some videos where I say missed opportunities. They screwed up. When you think they will be doing the right thing, you're literally looking at the other option that they could possibly have done. You were so hopeful, and then you go, you know, not again, and they screw up after another. Okay, but they double down on the smear against Harry and Meghan. Yep, the world is falling apart. Anyone notice? Health, economy, energy, political climate crisis, and this is a headline? Yeah, it is, because Harry went through it for so long. Okay, I'm gonna come to that. There's two comments. Yep, I hope this interview was done after Jason Kenoff and Camilla article came out. I would like Harry to expound on how they come from the firm. Okay, silence is betrayal. I mean, he wasn't there. He knows. Okay, he is a true man. His mother will be so very proud. Okay, where's the one? I think it's this one. Okay, go heal the world. Yes, go heal it. You see the problem, so go do something about it. Okay, why are you here? All the GIF in the world. Next tweet. Okay. There's so many problems in the world, and it's like, go heal it. All right, so this is my other tweet. I bookmarked mine in response to this. Okay, let me read this first before I read my comment. Okay, Prince Harry said he wants a relationship with his brother and his father. He's still trying to separate the firm and the actual family. I don't think he will find success. Okay, I think I had it on my last video, but I didn't read my comment. Okay, they, Camilla, William, and the rest will never separate the firm from the family. Reality doesn't exist to them. They want to hear what they want to hear. Separation between family and firm is a no. Things have been working fine for them, so why change? Harry has been getting the end of the stick. He knows. Alright, so that's that. Because I think I read that already on my other video. So let's move on. I just wanted to share my comment. Next tweet. Okay, I don't have to read the article to know that this is Prince Harry's final nail in the coffin. Alright, so there's the video again. Alright, let's see here. Harry won't be the first person in history to turn his back on a toxic family, or the last. This is the first and foremost a family issue. He keeps trying to keep it private and within the family, but they continue to leak to the press. Will you trust that family at this point? Exactly. This is the same thing that that lady on that video, the first video that I share with you, because he tried to resolve it privately, but they keep on making it public. Alright, so they need to feed the beast. The beast is the media, the royal rats. I don't know what they have on them, but they're also stupid as well. Why, if I mean, I'm not encouraging a royal family to do that, but if Harry is trying to you know, patch thing, okay, but yet you still feeding the beast, the royal rats, with gossip of things that's going on between you and Harry. So why give them all the information all at once? I mean, do that little slow process, because, well, they have no brain anyway. All right, let's see here. Hell no. Okay, the olive tree is dead. All branches have dried up. There are no more branches available to extend the dead tree. You're too funny. Oh my God. Nailed it. Spare. The last nail in the coffin. Okay. Hey, Prince Harry said, I am going to shoot my foot in America with my beautiful wife. What is it? And kids later, Salty Island. What the hell is this? Okay. Not throwing away my shot. Okay. Because if he did that kind of interview in the UK, you know, the royal family will want to see it and all of that. So he's at the world stage where he should be doing what he's doing. Next tweet. Whoever is making these honest Daily Mail headlines is the real MVP. Okay, so this is a screenshot from Mail Online. When was that? Oh, that's recently, January 1st, 2023. That was like 2 days ago. Okay, Harry and William's relationship hangs by a thread as Prince of Wales keeps leaking stories about the Duke of Sussex, and King Charles begs Harry not to trash mistress turned Queen Camilla, who made his mom's life miserable. Oh shit. Really? I also love that they've moved on from last straw and finally nail in the coffin to hanging by a thread. Anyway, tune in to 60 Minutes this Sunday and see my man Prince Harry tell them no once again. Spare. Alright, let's see here. That's 6 seconds. This is where they ask him if he will return. He's like, nope. He didn't even take a few seconds to think.
Can you see a day when you would return as a full-time member of the royal family? Can you see...
He didn't even take a few seconds. Okay, they use all the final nails for Phil and Brenda's coffin, I fear. Oh my God. Okay, the speed... That's what I'm saying. He didn't even think twice. The speed with which I skip Daily Mail headlines mean I missed this. These are the only Daily Mail headlines we need to be spreading. Okay, there's that spreading. Rebecca definitely had some argument with Born and Bold. Okay, I wish that were a real headline. No way the fell will be so honest. Okay, I've lost count of how many times I've read a title similar to this one. Always the same story. It seems they just copy and paste from other articles. Okay, is it real headline? They have run out of stories to trade. These are warning shots of you better or. Okay, is this real? Okay, what is that? Becky English must be mad with someone at the palace since has always been Meghan hater. What is that? When was that? 2021. So that's all. Royal editor claim Meghan Markle wants his other staff member. Meghan Markle his. Okay, whatever. Who is that? Okay, I don't know. Whew. Add that a hack called English can spell the English word mistress. Okay, what's going on here? Prince William betrayed his only brother and cheated on his wife. He's not a good person and won't be a good king. Prince William is a bully. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I'm almost done. I have, I think, three more after this one. Okay, you gotta admit how many more interviews they got in them. Okay, so there's me responding. 38 plus. I responded 38 plus years worth because some stories we know of probably have some twists and turns to make them sound pleasurable to royals' ears of the royal family. They, when it's just Harry here, do you think they do a lot of interviews or have the Oprah interview Netflix docuseries dominated headlines. Furthermore, given this is regarding a memoir, do you feel this way for everyone promoting a book or just Harry? Hopefully more paybacks or a bitch. How many of the big ones have you watched or read? They did Oprah and Netflix series. Now Harry's doing an interview to promote his book. The book isn't just going to cover the things he's already talked about. For example, this guy served in the military for 10 years. Okay, did you count how many articles the Royal Commission on them just in the last week? Or is it only Harry and Meghan fighting back that irks you? Okay, as many as they damn well please. Why should the leakers from the palaces provide stories for everyone else to make money off of them? Okay, as many as he want, no one is forcing you to watch. Exactly. I was like 38 plus years worth, because I think Harry's 38, right? All right, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, what was the thing responded to? Let's see. He was responding. Okay, so there's Chris Evans. I call Chris Evans the encyclopedia of Twitter, and you know all the haters are gonna tune in. Let's see how many people commented on that. I mean, there's a lot of people, but let's see here. There's the part where I went in and respond. They will set the alarm clocks in the UK to watch. Okay, of course, some with notebook and pens to write their talking points. Okay, on their broken laptop. I like that they're putting all that money in the Sussex's pocket. All right, after these, that's it. Every one of them in the name of ill watch, so you don't have to. British media is gonna stream on. Okay, next one. Okay, so I just read the next one. That was that one. All right, next tweet. The next tweet was what I just read regarding Chris Evans. All right. Next one. He needs to let go and move on for the sake of his wife and children. William and Charles have chosen the devil. All right, she was responding to that. Does this work? Okay, there's that. Okay, I can't see that ITV video with Prince Harry. Does someone have a version which can be viewed in America? So I saw this. Okay, there's that. That's the one I just did a review on and earlier this morning recording. Okay, but why not burn it down? And okay, this one is responding to that now. I'm back to this. He needs to let go and move on for the sake of his wife and children. William and Charles have chosen the devil. And then there's the response here. Why not burn it down and expose his mafia family in the process? The only thing I'm worrying about, the way those people two faces. When you look at, for instance, how Charles walked Meghan down the aisle, all the things that they did, and then to now to turn like that. And I gotta say, will other world leaders trust the UK with their secrets? Because if in a heartbeat they do this to Harry, who is a blood royal, and let's not forget them disclosing his location and all of that, how can you trust the UK with your country's secret? That's something world leaders need to think about when sharing information with the Brits. Okay, let's see here. He's not telling us anything, not a damn thing. He's still loyal to them and protecting them. Okay, I think he's moved on. What he is doing now is brilliant. The old order cannot exist anymore, as he exposed the royal family and media dalliance. Okay, 100%, not meaning to sound any kind of way, but worry for him too. Not what Charles will do, but William, when he is king, will hold on to this. Either way, hope, well, at least the world knows. Okay, I still remember, what is it, when the nanny walked into the room with him, and he walked like he's the biggest person in the room, and then once he reached Princess Diana, punched Princess Diana between her legs. I mean, I don't think he hit anything. It's just air, the cloth. And then there's other part where Harry was trying to pick up a bunny. Is it a bunny or a dog? A dog. Okay, as soon as Harry got the good grip of the dog, made him put the dog down. So there's some issues with William ever since he was young. So now the world know for who he is. The institution trained him to be like that. So he has the world to deal with if anything happens to Harry. And not only that, the way the UK and the US was moving, like in the 2016 up to 2020 election, okay, they were running parallel. There was some clash that was gonna happen, but what happened is that the US made a fought back. The citizen of the US, the voters fought back to change course, but the UK, who's in the cloud, haven't seen, I don't know, they haven't seen anything. But there were some things that were gonna happen between the US and the UK, and it was planned, by the way. It's just that the Harry and Meghan marriage was not part of the thing. It blindsided whoever was trying to create whatever chaos that's happening, and then they sort of lose track. They not betting, I would say they are trying to bank on, they were, and it fell. There's Harry who left. Okay, they were banking on the situation of the marriage of Harry and Meghan. Okay, I don't want to go in full detail. It's just from the facade. Okay, from the facade, I was looking in and I saw what was happening. Okay, so if they had kept whoever is planning whatever it is that's going on around the world, okay, there's a lot of things I don't share. There was a lot of things that's going, let's say, in Israel, in China, where they were getting, move black people out of the country and ship them back to Africa and all of that. A lot of things were going on. They were literally placing people different places based on their skin color. Okay, so the path that was going on around the world, like I said, they were waiting for the US. They were waiting for the US, but the citizen of the United States fought back, and they did not like the path that the US was going. Okay, and then the UK sort of lose track of its goal and focus or bank on Harry and Meghan kind of situation. Okay, you got a white man marrying a black woman, and then that was part of the conversation or the plan or something like that. But it backfired again because Harry and Meghan don't care too much about all those privileges because they are hard workers. So there's another sidetrack for them again. So it really boomerang right back to them. Let's see how we move forward. All this stuff play in the social issue, political issue, and so many other ways. Okay, I see it beyond just a family and the firm kind of thing, because I see a lot of little other connection. When you look at who the firm, okay, the two big players, Harry's brother and Harry's father, when they travel, go overseas, who are they dealing with? And then when you look at some of our social issues, entertainment that's happening in the US, okay, things that so many other countries are envy of, okay, they're paying people off to remove from this kind of, in other words, they're trying to manage and control it, and by paying those top players to come and play with them. All right, but the beauty with the US, we have the free will. Even though they get the top money makers to go play for them and they could control that aspect of that, but guess what, the US always have some new breed being born, okay, to replace these people. Okay, but anyway, I'm going beyond. I'm not being too specific, but I'm just giving you the cover, the facade of things, the way that I'm seeing it, my perspective of things. All right, let's move on to the next tweet. I took too long. Should I read what's there now? Okay, let's do it. 100%, and not meaning to sound any kind of a way, but worry for him too. Not what Charles will do, but William, when he is king, will hold on unto this. Either way, hope after the book and 2024 onward, they can move on and stick to giving responses to their PR reps as needed. Okay, he will. He hasn't reached the acceptance stage yet. Okay, he's still in anger stage. He will let go. I can't wait for him to finally get there. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later. I have to give kudos to Meghan for letting him process in his own giving, how she gets blamed for his words, action. Okay, he's leaving a record of that side of the story, so when royal family and British media try and erase his history, That's the thing here. I spoke about that too, where they're trying to write their history and some books full of lies. And I'm like, it wasn't meant for us, it's meant for the future. Okay, there will be a record of them because they are trying to erase Princess Diana's. I think it's his hope, but he knows the reality. Harry is a sentimental fellow. With the passing of time, he will learn. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. There's that. A PR agency calculated that there were 246,525 articles written about Meghan Markle globally between May 2019 and April 2020. And yet, the UK press want to attack the Sussexes because they have told their side of the story. What, 3 times? Okay, there's that. Okay, as we close in on 6 years, it's really not an exaggeration to say that there have been 1 million articles written about Harry and Meghan since 2016. Even if we argue they should have the chance to respond to just 1% of those articles, that's 10,000 opportunities. I will argue that they have been pretty restrained in both the quantity and content of their public criticism. Maybe the UK press and the British royal family should be the ones to pull back. Okay, I think so too. Right, what else? Where was I? There's this. Multiple articles in 24 hours in 2021. My goodness, I don't even need to go in that. Right, and they keep lying like we don't have eyes and ears. So many articles that they were booed when they went to the Queen's Jubilee. What do you hear? Let's see here. 18 seconds. Is a cheer. Oh, so they were saying that they were booed here? Are you kidding me? This is the thing, they want to control your eyes and ears and everything else, including your feelings. Look at that lady at the beginning of this video saying they don't care about Harry's feeling. But that's his feeling. Feeling matter. When you hurt someone's feeling, it's worse than the physical aspect of things. Feelings go deep. It really target your nerves, all your being. So you better be careful when you're talking about people's feeling. Okay, and that does not include White, IG, Facebook, what is that? TT, too many abbreviation. I don't know what most of them stand for. Okay, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, what is that? Twitter, I guess. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay, and that does not include YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Okay, what's fascinating is I haven't bet. Okay, I can bet. What's fascinating is I can bet you almost 240,000 of these articles most likely have the famous palace source as the source. Okay, they are mad that she's seen and heard. Yep, that's the thing. They want to bully people, call people all sort of names. They're crazy, they belong in a mental institution and all sort of things, and then the person to stay quiet. All right, next tweet, and this is my last one. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna do a prayer. Okay, I'll try to squeeze a prayer. Okay, deep in debt, Camilla couldn't even pay her monthly grocery bill before marrying Charles, whom she relied on to fund her lifestyle. Another lazy do-nothing who has never worked a day in her life, and they dare call a self-made millionaire a gold digger. Millionaire. That was something I read, and I think I shared it with you on one of my videos, where she worked someplace and she was fired. I forgot what was the position was. Okay, Camilla Parker Bowles can't pay her bills as Buckingham Palace is missing millions. What in the name? That was October 15, 2018. What's the thing here? Shortly after Diana's death, Prince Charles' love interest Camilla Parker Bowles was found to be involved in a shocking money scandal that Charles had instigated. What in the yeah? Camilla used her divorce settlement to buy Ray Mill, a large house with plenty of ground, but had sustained substantial losses at Lloyd after 2 syndicates fell in which she had invested money left to her by her grandmother. So by now, Camilla was living above her income. that just remind me when Meghan was explaining when she was looking for a house, even though she loved certain things, but she knew she couldn't she could afford it. But these people, they like to show. I think majority of these people, they live on showing off, and then they cannot maintain the lifestyle. I don't understand. Okay, and I talk about the Ford Fiesta and Lamborghini, and I was like, most people could afford the Ford Fiesta. Okay, as long it could get you from point A to point B. But majority of people, okay, there's those people who like to show off that they have nice things, but they are in debt. They're working several jobs to make sure they could afford something just to show off. Okay, but they don't even have time to spend time with their family and all of that. I spoke about this in one of my videos. Okay, the Prince of Wales, who received an annual income of £12 million, $22 million from Duchy of Cornwall revenues, had given most of his money to Diana as a divorce settlement and borrowed from the bank to do this. But Charles could not afford to let it be known that the woman whose reputation he had ruined was in debt due to a divorce in which he was implicated. So he came to the aid of Camilla and paid the staff wages of Ray Mill as well as her monthly grocery. What the hell? Monthly grocery bill. However, Parliament and some section of the media were scathing when they learned that Duchy of Cornwall funds were paying Mrs. Parker Bowles' expenses and public funds were being used to protect Camilla's residence. I don't know. He works his thing really well. Look where she's at. That's one manipulative person here. Okay, thought these aristos are rich. That's the thinking face. Okay, most of them only have titles and make ends meet by dealing with shady people. Yeah, just like Charles was trying to frame Harry with this business person, Middle Eastern person, and Harry saw it and like he's not dealing with that, and he warned the father about it. Okay, it was one of those videos in 2021. And this particular person made donation to Harry's foundation, I think Center Valley, and then when he was supposed to give Harry the money, and he told Harry, from my understanding, go to that video, but based on my memory, and he told Harry to come to his country to dine, I guess, to show off that he, I don't know, his friend with Harry. But Harry was like, no, that wasn't part of the deal. Okay, his father told him that he was gonna donate to Center Valley, and that was it. It's not about him, it's about the charity. I think Harry did not go. I don't remember if Harry returned the money or something like that. Alright, but Harry did not fly to please that guy because of the fun. Okay, secret cash funnel to Pauper Prince. A network of firms was used to channel more than 50 payment to Prince Michael from an exile oligarch. Wow, that was in 2012. He has long suffered the indignity of having a royal pedigree but no riches. Prince Michael of Kent may resemble his distant cousin Tsar Nicholas II, but as the second son of the fourth son of George V, he has had to try to make his own way in the world. He publicly accepted charity from his cousin, the Queen, who paid his rent when MPs wanted to throw him out of his home at Kensington Palace. But now it emerges that he has also privately taken financial support from Boris, Berlusconi, the exiled Russian tycoon. What is it? Not too long ago, I think either not 2022, maybe 2021. The Guardian came with an article where he was doing some shady dealing. I think I covered it on one of my videos. Go back like in 2021, not last year. Now she has access to billions of pounds. The world's oldest profession paid off big. Okay, no wonder she was jealous of the beautiful, well-educated, self-made millionaire. Okay, don't forget he also set up trust fund for her grown kids. What is it? Isn't some of Camilla's kids, the boy, not the girl, I don't know much about, but the son, there's some businesses doing that, it just doesn't sound good. Okay, I bet she now has her net worth in the million. Okay, Sophie's PR business also had to be bailed out, almost 1.7 million pound written off. Okay, if it weren't for Uncle Gary. All right, Uncle Gary, I wonder how the Middletons would have survived, especially since Will used some of his inheritance to help them with down payment for their 7 million pound Buckleberry home. Okay, and they had the nerve to complain about that 2.4 million Frogmore renovation of a crown property for Harry and Meghan. And I very doubtly, okay, for a renovation to cost that much. Do they have bid for contractors to come and you know, to make some offer who could do the job? This could buy a completely different house. 2.4 million for renovation. That will build a brand new house, even better than what Frogmore looks. Okay, and they had the nerve to complain. Okay, I just read that. Okay, whatever is there, and then that's it. Okay, they have real issues to be outraged about regarding the royal misuse public funds. Instead, they're fuming at Duchess Hollywood. At Duchess Hollywood and the clothes she buy with her own money. Royalists deserve their royal family. They really do. Okay, every accusation is a confession with that family. Okay, it seems that the Windsors have a few social climbers not named Meghan in their midst. I'm telling you. The staggering hypocrisy of the British elite. Let's do a prayer and then that's it. Okay? Prayer for what? Prayer for... Let's do peaceful. Okay, peace of mind. I was thinking peaceful mind. Alright, let me write what I wanted to say. Peaceful mind. Let's see if something. That's the word that was in mind. Let's see. I don't want to use Google. Let's see if something. Alright, there's no side prayers. Let's see if there is an image. Alright, let's do this one. Okay, dear Lord, teach me to trust in you so that when the unexpected storm of life come, I will expect peace in the midst of those storms, knowing that you are near, you hear my cries, and you are with me and for me. I think that's pretty good. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that's it. I'm about to give the computer.
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.